tense over here in Israel. I don't know how much you're seeing, but it's terrible. It's a very, 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 very frightening situation. So I joined a brand new, we had a human rights movement, and we made it into a political party that's running in our Knesset in less than a month. And they're censoring us and attacking us, and they won't allow any media, nothing. They took away the head of the party's his medical license, and they removed our platforms from Facebook, and now they won't let the media even write about us. So we want to ask all the international, anywhere we can get to publicize what we are saying. It's a very bad situation here. They're not letting children as young as 16 to take their matriculation exams without taking this injection. They are, of course, insisting people for work. They're making this green passport where half the population cannot get into theaters or malls or all sorts of things unless they've taken the vaccination. They're creating a medical apartheid. They have now issued, just this morning, they made it that they're allowed to send each person's private medical records to the local municipality so that they'll know who's taken the injection or not. They're making people wear a ankle bracelet, security bracelet, when they come back from traveling. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. If I stop to think about it, I will cry, you know? But meantime, we just keep fighting, you know? Fighting as much as we can. So we need everybody's help, because whatever happens here will happen everywhere. Will happen everywhere. So we're fighting for ourselves and we're fighting for the whole world. But we need help. We need everything. Every hand on deck.
יפה. אתן יכולות להתחיל להכין את החיסון לשר הבריאות? זה הסטרוגי? כן. שר, אתה מוכן? אני מוכן נפשית. טוב מאוד. יפה. טוב, יפה. על זה נאמר זריקה קטנה לאדם וצעד ענק לבריאות של כולנו. יפה. בהצלחה, תלכו להתחסן. יפה.
No, I wasn't nervous, and I thought it was important to set a personal example so all Israelis would go and vaccinate themselves, because I think that if we do this together, we'll beat the corona, and sooner than people expect.
Body is mine, and nobody can force me to receive any medicines that I don't want to have in my body.
Well, I feel quite safe being vaccinated twice. Still, I think I would feel a bit uncomfortable to know that there are people around me which are not vaccinated or could infect or could be infected by me or by other people.
The question is, how do we reopen the market, the economy, the life without harming people that cannot or wouldn't get vaccinated? It's a question about balance. And what is the balance? Are we as a society allowed to impose vaccination on people? Our answer is no.
Hi guys, I got a word yesterday morning and I'm going to go ahead and put this up right now. Please prayerfully discern all words you hear, and if you have any scripture to add with this, please post it in the comments. Okay, this prepare his way sticker is an old word that I put up, and I didn't have a sticky pad, so I was just going to do it without a title. And I flipped open my Bible and this was in there. So I don't remember this word, but it's going to be up twice, and this is a different word for prepare his way. But I found this is the first thing I opened to, so I put it up. So I'll go ahead and start. It says, "My daughter, write my words for those with ears to hear. My children, uprisings are coming. Uprisings among evil men, because suddenly their evil games are being exposed, and their true identities are coming to light. Hundreds of thousands, even millions of my creation are now waking up and seeing with their own eyes the dark ways of the enemy. Think of all of the things the enemy hates, and before your very eyes, you are seeing them attacked. The values I place in the hearts of my children are being trampled, and many fall victim to the subtle and some not so subtle gestures of the enemy to remove me from every facet of life in your once great nation and upon your entire earth. The masses believe what your media and most leaders broadcast to them. They believe the lies of the enemy and walk directly into his traps. Many of these are not evil in heart, but just as Eve, they are being beguiled. The enemy projects a curse upon the lands, and the cure is far worse than the curse itself. The masses long for normalcy, yet what was perceived as normal will not ever be returning upon your earth. Many rush to be injected with the perceived cure, and in doing so subject themselves to more curses. They walk right into the enemy's trap, ignorantly and willingly. For these there will still be time to achieve wholeness, for those that seek me out. But there are worse curses and worse cures coming for many. And in the future, there will be no escape. The enemy is now testing the waters to see how many of my children remain ignorant to his ways. The faithless put their faith in man. They believe that the potions of poisons created by evil men will heal them and keep them well. Nothing could be further from the truth. There is a time coming where the enemy's schemes will be revealed, and many will see firsthand that his hands were all over this deception. My hand will be instrumental in shining my light into the darkness. I'm going to reread that. I can't read my writing. It says, my hand will be instrumental in shining light into the darkness that engulfs your earth throughout the nations. I allow for his schemes, my loves, for sometimes my creation needs to be shown. Though they may hear warnings spoken, some must experience the consequences with their own. Some must experience the consequences within their own lives in order to believe. My creation asks, why do I allow such things? And my answer is quite simple. I allow these things to befall my creation in order that they see. They see the need for my intervention. For those that remained ignorant before, many will now come to recognize the need for my intervention, and many will see that it could only be me when I step in. They will see that it will be my hand reaching out to save them. Every eye upon your earth will be afforded the opportunity to see my majesty and make the choice of whom they will follow. Many will see that the normal that they long to return to was laden with evil, and they will have no desire left to return there. Each of my creation will be forced to choose between the enemy's normal or an eternal future with their creator. Uprisings in and upon your earth. These things set in place. They cannot be stopped or altered. My children must rest in me, stand firm in their faith, and allow my hand to open many eyes. I love you, my children. Yeshua HaMashiach.